Good afternoon and welcome to the Bridgewater Ice Arena. High above the ice, I'm Brendan O'Brien. So BR is looking to rebound after a 9-3 loss to Dartmouth, and the game is underway. Paulie Scaltrito has the puck over the blue line, goes behind the boards. Big hit there by number 23 for East Boston. Puck to the point, shot, and a save by number 30 goes into the corner. BR so far, good puck management. Over to number 21, the shot into glove, save by number 30. Brandon Traeger took that shot from just above the right face-off circle, and that's where the face-off will be 12 seconds into the contest. Dante Tudor on the draw, wins it. The shot from the point, redirected, saved by the goaltender for East Boston, number 30. Jacob Stoll took that shot, walked down the slot, and a wicked wrister got deflected, but the East Boston goaltender very alert. And the face-off will go to the left face-off circle. Dante Tudor back in on the draw. Can't win it. And East Boston sends it all the way down the river. And Will Dre for the Trojans will circle behind Alex Ergris' net. Hands it off to Ryan Tyag. He skates over the blue line. Good move. Here he comes. Pass out in front, looking for the captain, Matt Lydon, just out of his reach. Stoll shoots. That's a save for the East Boston goaltender. Over for Will Dre. He's going to circle the back of the net. Trying to find a passing outlet. Not going to find one. Shoots it just wide. Over for Ryan Tyag. Back to Dante Tudor. Trying to get a pass to go to Jacob Stoll. He finds him on the right high slot. And Will Dre around the net. Back to Dante Tudor. A little pass and catch. Tudor gets under number 23 for East Boston. Back to the point. Here comes the shot, saved by the East Boston goaltender. That shot from Will Dre. Out in front, the shot scores! Will Dre off the sweet feed from Jacob Stoll in 1:40 into the contest. The Trojans are off and running. Tic-tac-toe, and the Trojans only know. What a start for BR. James Gaylor around the behind of the East Boston net. East Boston with possession. They're gonna try to clear. They can't do it. And Nate Aducci tried to get that shot away. He has possession of the puck. Back to the point for Gobin. That shot went wide. Over for Trent Halpin. And here comes East Boston over the center dot. Good intercept by Gobin. Over for Nathan Phyllis. Around the net, shot. That's a save for the East Boston goaltender. Hack and whack time. Where is it? And it just squeaks behind Nate Aducci now. He's going to try to careen this puck. Rings it around the end boards. Gaylor for the Trojans. Good spin move, trying to lose number 7 for East Boston. Over for Jaden Gobin. That finds its way to Nate Aducci. Good spin move from Aducci. That pass was intended for Casey LaCornick. BR with a bunch of momentum here early in the first. Gobin sends the pass down, and it finds its way to James Gaylor. Gaylor over for Aducci. Good move from Nate Aducci to elude number 24 for East Boston. The Trojans still have the puck. And a quick whistle for... Not sure what the whistle's for, but it stops the clock at 11:50. And a full line change for Dan Scott's Trojans. and for East Boston's team as well. BR wins the draw. Here comes the shot, just wide from Gaylor. Shot from the point, good save from the East Boston goaltender. BR still has all the momentum. And here comes East Boston with the breakout over the center dot. That just skips behind Ergris' net, and the Trojans will pick it up. And starting the breakout was number 12, Marcus Camara. Here come the Trojans, but they can't keep possession. A good keep in for the most part by Jack Kless. And the Trojans will start with possession once more. In Carvalho. Off the boards. Doesn't get as far as Marcus Camarera would like, but Camarera still has it into the East Boston zone, just out of the reach of Trent Halpin. BR has to tag up. They will dump and chase, and going in after it is Will Dre. Will Dre gets his pocket picked. Good puck pursuit from Will Dre, and two Trojans convene on the puck. This will be icing on East Boston, so we're going to bring it all the way back into the East Boston zone. Faceoff will be to the left of number 30, the goaltender for East Boston. Colin Tripp will take the faceoff, shoots it just past the East Boston netminder, and it goes up top. The shot from the point, not sure if it got all the way through to the East Boston goaltender, but that shot came from Jack Kless, and the Trojans still in possession now, just along the half board with some spectators. And that was Jacob Tolliver. Still has the puck. That shot just wide. Over for Stoll. Excuse me, that's actually Will Dre. Will Dre calling for it. This time it finds Colin Tripp. Tripp! Hack and whack time. Saved by the East Boston goaltender. And it falls out of his glove, so they have to continue play. Tolliver to Dre. Over for Colin Tripp. Good communication from the Trojans out in front. And that shot was healed by Tolliver. That shot just over the net of number 30 for East Boston. An errant pass. Good job by Tripp. He's going to circle back, regroup, hand it off to Paulie Scaltrito. Scaltrito with a head of steam. Good save by the Boston goaltender. BR still trying to keep it in. They do. Here comes the shot just wide from Matt Lydon. BR is all sorts of electricity now. Backhander! Hack and whack time. Good save. Rebound. Oh, and the Boston goaltender stones all three of them. My goodness gracious. And this should be icing if it has enough steam. And that's icing number 2. Bring it all the way back now. .8:36 to go in the opening frame. Will Dre scored a .140 into the contest. A sweet wrister from just inside the right face-off circle. BR is loving the shot on goal from the said face-off. Matt Lydon hands it off to Dante Tudor. Tudor behind the net, stays with it. Around it goes for Ryan Tyag. The shot! Saved by the East Boston goaltender and a little extracurricular activity. Nothing to write home about, but BR will get a face-off deep in the East Boston defensive zone. BR wins the draw. Dumping it down low was Stull. Over for Lydon. Off the boards to That was Lakornik. That backhander just high over the net. Here comes another shot. That whistled wide from Leiden. Lakornik, shake and bake, throws it on net. Rebound. Scores! James Gaylor roofed it where Mama hides the cookies. It's 2-0 BR. 7:14 into the first. 7:14 gone in the first, and BR double dips. Here comes Aducci. Trying to feed a pass down low. It finds its way back to Gaylor. Gaylor throws it on net. Shoulder save from East Boston. Gaylor has it back. Out in front. There comes the shot. That just whistled wide. That came from Gobin. BR full of attack. They smell blood in the water. Another shot just through the goal crease. That came from Gaylor as well. Over first Galito. Hack and whack time. Shoulder save from the East Boston goaltender. Here comes BR again. Backhander, forehand just wide. And that came from Nathan Fallis. Another shot. Shot from the point incoming. Double deflection. It's in the skates. Backhander never got through. That shot's a save. And BR is firing on all cylinders. My Lord. That shot never got through. Hack and whack time. And they score! Nathan Fallis is on the board. And with 6:23 to go, it's 3-0 Trojans. Holy cabooses. Carvalho over for Mason Payton. The little boy can skate. The man has an engine. Here comes Payton out in front. Couldn't get it to go. That's a high arcing backhander out of the zone. It gets just over center ice, and BR will start the breakout. Aaron pass, no one home. Number 24 for East Boston picks it up. Giveaway. Here comes BR again. Over for Kless. That shot save. Rebound. Hack and whack time. And number 30 for East Boston gets the whistle, freezes the puck. And with 5:44 to go in the first, it's still 3-0 Bridgewater. BR wins the draw. East Boston whacks it out of the zone, going back for it. Will Dre over for Tolliver. Intercepted that shot, saved by Ergris. His first save of the afternoon. It's tricky to be a goaltender when you don't see much rubber, but Alex Ergris, a fantastic young goaltender. Here comes the Trojans. That shot from Tripp, saved by the East Boston goaltender. Rebound just out of reach. And Bridgewater dumps it back. Good check from Tripp to loosen the puck from number 24. Down low goes Will Dre. BR has the puck just out in front. Will Dre, that shot deflected, goes into the corner. Stole for the Trojans. Along the boards, just by the orthopedic care billboard. And East Boston clears it. Hustling for it is Will Dre. He'll circle back, start the breakout off the boards. Here come the Trojans. Tripp. Back for Dre. That shot whistled wide. That had some steam on it. Trying to keep it in. Number, I believe that was 22. Here comes another shot. Didn't get all of it. Was Matt Leiden. East Boston throws it down. No icing according to the referee. And BR will get possession back. Dante Tudor, full head of steam. Over the blue line, drops for Scaltrito. Trito, good move, still has it. A lot of open eyes. Here comes Paulie Scaltrito. They score! Oh, captain, my captain, Matt Lydon's on the board. It's 4-0 BR. Paulie Scaltrito with a silver platter pass, and Matt Lydon roofed it where Mama keeps the snickerdoodles. BR is back on the attack. Here they come. And East Boston clears it out of harm's way. Scaltrito, fan on the pass, over for Casey LaCornick, and East Boston will get possession. Just getting it out was East Boston, and with possession, it goes back to LaCornick. LaCornick just out of the reach of Scaltrito. Scaltrito will pivot, circle back with possession, and he's going to start the jailbreak. Here come the Trojans. Scaltrito with a head of steam. Scaltrito pivots. Board pass didn't work the first time. Over for Camara. Camara into the skates, pass over for Halpin. Halpin, good pass to LaCornick. LaCornick off the boards, it goes back to Camara. Camara, still with it, waits, fakes the shot. East Boston can't get possession. They do. They fail to clear. That shot off a glove of East Boston goes into the neutral zone where BR will regain possession with Mason Payton. Mason Payton over for Camara around the boards. And good job to keep it in from Gobin. Throws it down the boards, and East Boston will get the clear. Will this be enough for icing? No, sir. And with 2:10 to go, BR will find possession again. And here they come over to Gobin. Over for Tripp. Gets taken down. And East Boston's pass gets off the boards into the neutral zone. And BR will dump and chase. Tripp going in after it for BR. Good pivot from East Boston's number 23. Errant pass. And a good idea from Jacob Stoll. And Gobin will get possession back. Over for Brandon Traeger, leaves the puck behind. That's quite all right. Ice is a little bit snowy, just like it was this morning. Tripp gets around 1-0. What a beautiful Dazukian-like move out in front. Rebound. They score! Brandon Traeger's on the board. It's a 5 spot for the Trojans at 13:39. It's 5-0 BR. Here come the Trojans. Carvalho, Payton, make it a half a dozen. It's 6-0 BR. Trent Halpin sneaks it under the garage door. And it's all Bridgewater here in the first. It's a 6-pack. Goodness gracious. Halpin dumps it in. Payton going in after it. Final 45 seconds of the first. East Boston in possession, and they'll get the clear. Picking it up is Ian Carvalho. Carvalho over for Camara. Here come the Trojans again. And that shot just went wide from Peyton. Carvalho's shot. That shot got blocked. Goes into neutral ice. Picking it up is Halpin. BR would need to tag up. Final 10 seconds of the first. Here come the Trojans. Final 3 seconds. Do they get a shot away? It goes into the protective netting, but after the first period, holy cabooses, it's 6-0 Trojans after one.
So dude, I did the most shocking thing today. It was just something I never thought I'd do.
Did your parents find out?
My mom cried.
What'd you do?
Welcome back to the Bridgewater Ice Arena. If you're just joining us, my name is Brendan O'Brien, high above the ice. Well, if you're just tuning in, bless your heart, you missed a fantastic first period. 6-0 BR after one. Goal scorers: Will Dre at 140, James Gaylor at 7:14, Nathan Thallis at 8:37, Matt Leiden at 11:05, Brandon Traeger at 14:39, and Trent Halpin at 14:45. Those are your goal scorers for BR in the first period. Here comes Drew Wilcox. Good move. Here he comes. Drops it for Tolliver. Gets it back. Tolliver down low. Throws it for Wilcox. Wilcox off the boards to Scaltrito. He can't keep possession. He'll retreat into his own zone with possession. Hands it off. And drops it off for Wilcox. Wilcox over for Scaltrito, dumps it in, and a fire wagon change for the Trojans. Good move by East Boston's number 23, gets taken down, no call. Here come the Trojans, 2-on-1. Oh, and they just misfired. Was Marcus Camara. 2-on-1 and came up 0. BR still in possession. Backhand save by East Boston. And he'll hold 13:24 remaining in the second period. Face off to the left of East Boston's netminder. Face off one, hack and whack time, and East Boston gets the whistle. Mason Payton on the draw. Wins it, throws it on net. East Boston tries to get rid of it. They can't. Shot from the point, blocked by BR's Jacob Stull. Back to Halpin. Will Dre shot, double deflection, just went wide. Halpin along the end boards, finds its way to Stull. Stull over for Will Dre. Dre, another deflection, that time by Camara, just went wide. Off the boards, East Boston will fling it all the way down I-95, and that's icing on East Boston. It looks like East Boston is playing with a short bench. Nadaducci on the draw, over for Gobin. Gobin looking over his options. Over, here comes a shot off the crossbar. Someone call the plumber, it's off the pipe. And it goes out of play. So we'll do the face-off again. Nate Aducci wins it. Over for Gobin. Gobin looking over his options again. Down low for Carvalho. Here comes Gobin. That shot went just a little wide. Not sure if East Boston's goaltender got a piece of it. Around the boards. Good job by the Trojans. Nate Aducci swivels his way. Glove save, but it doesn't get frozen. Over for Halpin. Halpin along the boards to Gobin. Gobin over for Carvalho. Carvalho saved by the East Boston netminder. 12:01 to go in the second. Dante Tudor on the draw, right off the face-off, hack and whack time! And the East Boston netminder clears it, no icing, going back after it, Paulie Scaltrito. Scaltrito off the boards, a self-pass by Dante Tudor, leaves it behind, gets it back in the help of Matt Lydon. Matt Lydon's gonna circle the wagon, start the breakout over center ice, dump and chase. And 3 Trojans convene. Dante Tudor's the first in after it. Over for Jack Kless. Kless to Matt Lydon. They were looking for Tudor, just moved a little too far down. Tudor, good move. Shot just wide, and that came from Paulie Scaltrito. Tudor. Scaltrito's moving down, and that was just out of the reach of Ryan Tyag. Tyag's shot, save, rebound! And Matt Lydon's shot is held by number 30 from East Boston. So full line changes for each team. And the Trojans have it with Tripp. Tripp just off the skates of number 4 from East Boston, and BR gets possession back. Tripp. Touch pass to Tolliver, back to Tripp. Tripp. Good move. Throws it down low for Dre. Will Dre picks it up, circles the wagon, kicks to the stick. Will Dre's full on head of steam. Here he comes. Drops it for Scaltrito. Back to Will Dre. Double deflection, hack and whack time. And East Boston smothers it. 10:14 to go in the second. Face off to the right of the East Boston netminder. Tripp over for LaCornick. That pass just out of the reach of Will Dre. Here comes Tolliver. Tolliver throws it around. First one there is Drew Wilcox. Tolliver sends it back around. Will Dre going in after it. He finds it. Gets double teamed. First one there is Tripp for the Trojans. He gets met by number 24 for East Boston. Over for Camara. Camara for Halpin. Halpin. Oh, what a save. That shot came from Wilcox just off the heel of his stick. But a good scoring opportunity nonetheless. Camara. Over for Dre. Down in the slot was Tripp. Tripp, good stick handle. Just whistled it wide. Will Dre now. Over for Wilcox. Camara. Dre. That shot was deflected more than once. It did get through. Good save. Here comes Mason Payton. Will Dre at the top of the slot. Double deflection, never got through. LaCornick. Over for Camara. Over for Will Dre at the top of the point. Good stick handle. What a move Will Dre's shot never got through. East Boston gets the clear. Here comes number 4. Fantastic hustle by Trent Halpin. Here comes BR. Just out of the reach of Mason Payton. Good check there to loosen the puck. Camara still has it. Around it goes. Over for LaCornick. LaCornick, Payton. That shot might have been blocked. Here comes Stoll. Stoll for Halpin. Around it goes for Mason Payton. A lot of consecutive zone time for the Trojans. Camara out in front. That shot whistled wide from Halpin. Stoll. Down low, it finds its way to Halpin. Down low for Carvalho. Carvalho getting pushed around a little bit, but loosens the puck, throws it into the corner, and East Boston will get it the heck out of Dodge. Alex Ergris is going after it. It's an icing, but good for you, kiddo. So East Boston ices it with 7:24 to go in the second. And the faceoff will be to the left of number 30 for East Boston. Brandon Traeger has one of the goals this afternoon. He takes the draw. Can't win it. East Boston throws it around. First one there is Tripp. East Boston's going to try to clear, and they do. Will it be enough for icing? You betcha. Another icing by East Boston, so they cannot change. And the faceoff comes all the way down once more. Traeger takes the draw, opposing number 12. Traeger wins the draw. East Boston trying to get a hold of it. They cannot. Good play by Gobin. Good spin by Tripp. Tripp. Shot scores! It's Jack Kless! It's a touchdown for the Trojans! Colin Tripp with a beautiful pass. And Jack Kless goes upstairs into the attic. It's 7-0 BR. Here come the Trojans again. Nathan Phillis. Over for Paulie Scaltrito. Scaltrito behind Ergris' net. He's going to start the breakout. Full head of steam. Loses 2 East Boston players. Over for Phillis. Gets taken down. And East Boston will try to get the puck. They cannot. Phillis still has it. Over for LaCornick. Over for Aducci. LaCornick. BR still has it. Over for Phillis again. Still has it. And a good poke check by number 12 from East Boston to get it out of their own end. Scaltrito can't pick it up. Good poke check there. Nate Aducci gets by. It's 3-on-1. Here come the Trojans. Aducci. Where's the puck? It scores! Sorry, the phone's ringing. It's Olaf. Do you want to build a snowman? It's 8-0 BR. Superb passing from the Trojans. And it's a barn burner here at the Bridgewater Ice Arena. And that's icing against BR, so we'll bring it all the way back into Alex Ergris' end here. He'll get to see some volcanic rubber for the first time in a while. So 2 goals in about, give or take, a minute and 10 seconds. We'll wait for the public address announcer to tell us who scored that 8th goal. East Boston off the noggin of Will Dre, off the helmet. No harm, no foul. Here comes Camara. And it's Pauly Scaltrito that gets the goal at 9-11. So Will Dre over for Jacob Stahl. Just out of the reach of Mason Payton, and that is icing on the Trojans. So East Boston will get another offensive zone face-off. I do love their colors. Blue and bright gold. Beautiful colors from East Boston. BR, red, white, and blue. Can't get anything better than that. And East Boston wins the draw. Around the boards it goes, over for Ian Carvalho. Here comes BR. Just out of the reach, no icing. East Boston trying to get it out. They will, for the most part. It goes into the center dot. Here comes Carvalho. Carvalho rings it around. First one there is Tripp. East Boston off the boards, no icing. It goes a billiard shot onto Alex Ergris. His stick, he drops it for Matt Lydon. Matt Lydon over for Gobin. Gobin leaves it for Carvalho. And Carvalho will set up shop behind his own net. Drops it for Gobin. East Boston putting on the pressure a little bit here. Here come the Trojans over to Will Dre. Will Dre has a couple points tonight. That's Carvalho. Down low for Traeger. Around the boards it goes for Gobin. Gobin. Just out of the reach of Wilcox. Wilcox gets it back. Final 4 minutes to go. That's off the skates of Gobin, and Carvalho for the Trojans now. Over for Wilcox. Over the center line into the East Boston end. Wilcox. Down low for Stull. Excuse me, that's Tripp. Tripp sends it over for Jack Kless. Kless, Tripp. And East Boston gets the clear as far as center. Tripp to number 21, that's Traeger. His shot saved by the East Boston netminder, and it stops the clock at 3:16. So the face-off to the left of the East Boston netminder. BR wins the draw. They shoot it right on goal, and number 30 smothers it. So we'll have another face-off. BR gets it on goal. Hack and whack time. Rebounds. Oh, goodness gracious. Highway robbery on Route 18. Call the cops. A superb save from East Boston. Face-off to the right of the East Boston netminder. Just out of the reach of Halpin. Around the boards, it goes looking for Camara. Camara, good forecheck. 4 people along the end boards. They finally break it free, and East Boston will start the breakout. Number 3 for East Boston, over the center dot. Dumps it in. First one there. Jack Kless. Over for Tripp. Just out of the reach of Camara. Camara over the center dot. High aerial loft. And he goes in after it. Good check there by Camara. Over for Halpin. Off the boards. Halpin keeps it in. Throws it along the boards. Camara. Camara Good job to get around number 23 for East Boston. They got a player down low, and it was Halpin. Bridgewater still along the boards. Here comes Halpin. Along the boards, top of the point. Little passing play here. Down low. Payton, that shot just wide. BR has a lot of attacking zone time here. Camara. Aerial backhand finds LaCornick. LaCornick, one-timer coming from Tripp. That thing had some heat on it. Backhand from Payton, that goes wide. Camara. Over for LaCornick. Just through the legs of Camara. First one there's Halpin. Halpin, Camara, just off back glass. Traeger around the boards. East Boston is pinned in their own end. They're exhausted. Final 65 seconds. Halpin over for Tolliver. Tolliver with possession. Down low. Save by the East Boston netminder. Traeger, excuse me. And looking for that shot was Tolliver. East Boston intercepts. Final 35 seconds. East Boston gets it as far as center. Over for LaCornick. LaCornick over for Traeger. Shot incoming. They score! Drew Wilcox picks the top corner. It's 9-0 BR. What a shot from Wilcox. That shot was higher than Mount Vesuvius, and it still found the twine. BR, good pass, deflected, no icing, final 10 seconds. BR looking for more, final 7 seconds, East Boston with it. That will run out the clock, final 3 seconds. And that ends the second period. Welcome back to the Bridgewater Ice Arena. High above the ice, I am Brendan O'Brien, if you're just joining us. Where the heck have you been? It's been a fantastic game for BR. They're up 9-0 against East Boston, and they're currently in possession. Over for Traeger. Backhands it in. And going in after it. Over for Tolliver. Tolliver around the boards for Wilcox. Traeger can't get possession. Carvalho awaiting the pass from Tolliver. He gets it. That pass just off the mark. And will this be icing? It will not. Jack Kless in possession. Off the boards. Halpin's going to skate after it. And BR gets a fire wagon change. Here come the Trojans. Just out of the reach of Mason Payton. East Boston with possession. Number 23 now. Trying to get around Payton. He does for the most part. Payton picks his pocket. Say that 5 times fast. Number 2 for East Boston. Can't get it out. Halpin. Hack and whack time. Camara off the skate. Here comes BR again. And Peyton has the puck. Peyton scores! Mason Peyton's on the board! That was an Alex Ovechkin snipe! Holy mackerel! It's 10-0 BR. All right. LaCornick. Over for Tolliver. Here comes BR again. That shot just wide from Stoll. Tolliver. And BR still trying to get possession along the half boards, down low. Tripp still in possession, circles, shake and bake. Over for Stoll. And East Boston gets possession. Into the skates of Jacob Stoll. Just out of the reach, here come the Trojans. Wilcox 2-on-1, looking for Tripp. Couldn't get it through the skates of East Boston's defenders. Tripp still with it. Kicks to the stick. Down low, trying to find Tolliver around the boards. East Boston's number 24 rings it around. Ian Carvalho, fire wagon change. Swings it down low. And East Boston will get possession. They're going to throw it down, no icing. Just to the left of Alex Ergris. And BR will start the breakout. That's just out of the reach of Mason Peyton. East Boston is back in their own end. Mason Peyton, great hustle, great puck pursuit. Down low. That's a running clock because of the score. And BR is going back on the attack. Traeger, Carvalho, down low. Camara, over for Tolliver. Peyton, over for Kless. And East Boston gets possession. This, no icing. Ergris stops it for Kless. Good move by Jack Kless over for Traeger. And fire wagon change for BR. East Boston now. Intercepted by Halpin. And errant pass. BR gets possession back. Over for Stoll, over for Tripp. Tripp over the blue line, 3-on-2. Down low for Halpin. Excuse me, that's Tolliver. Tripp. Good move. And Stoll can't keep it in. Over for LaCornick. Back to Stoll. Stoll. Sets up shop behind the net. Over for Tripp. Tripp over for Tolliver. Intercepted by East Boston. And we're down to the final 9 minutes. BR is just going to play keep away. Up by 10. And East Boston is back in possession. Number 23 now for East Boston. Over the blue line. Intercepted by Camara. And East Boston just flings it down. No icing. And Jacob Stoll over to Ian Carvalho. How about Marcus Camara over for Traeger? Just out of the reach of Wilcox. Wilcox. East Boston throws it down, deflected, no icing. And Jack Kless will go back for it. Around the boards to Traeger. Over for Camara. He drops it for Carvalho. Carvalho dumps it in. And a fire wagon change for BR. Fire wagon change for East Boston. Here comes East Boston. Stull has it for BR behind Alex Ergris's net. Drops it for Tolliver. Tolliver over for Peyton. He just scored the 10th BR goal. Peyton circles the wagon. Gets absolutely flattened. And it's a full-on board battle. BR just dumps and chase off a stanchion. Mason Peyton can't drag the puck with him. And East Boston gets it into the BR zone. Stull behind the net for LaCornick. Over for Tolliver. Back to LaCornick. Over for Wilcox. Wilcox can't keep possession. Here comes East Boston. East Boston's shot goes into the protective netting and out of play. 6:55 and counting remaining in regulation time. It's 10-0 BR. If you're just joining us, it was a 6-goal explosion in the first. Will Dre, James Gaylor, Nathan Fallis, Matt Lyden, Brandon Traeger, and Trent Halpin all scored in the first. The second period followed up by Jack Kless, Paulie Scaltrito, and Drew Wilcox. And Mason Peyton, a $1.45 in, has the only goal of the third period. That shot into the protective netting and out of play. The clock continues to wind. Face off at the center dot. BR wins it. BR is in possession. Jack Kless sends it in. East Boston gets possession. Carvalho off of Tripp. And East Boston's going to dump it in. Jack Kless, Johnny on the spot. Over for Tripp. Tripp hits the brakes, shakes free of number 23 for East Boston. Over for Wilcox. Wilcox dumps and chase. Tripp and Traeger going after it. Traeger has it. And good keep in from Ian Carvalho. Oh, it was not kept in. Offsides. And the face-off will come just outside the East Boston zone, and it looks like we're going to have a goalie change for East Boston. In goal now is number 1. We're into the final take 5. And East Boston is in possession off the boards. Good check there from Jacob Stull. And East Boston will try the breakout again. No icing. It was deflected. Going in after it, Casey LaCornick. Good pass. And East Boston can't do anything with the errant pass. Over for Camara. Camara just dumps it in. And he's going to head off on a line change. Going in after it, Gaylor. Off the boards. Cannot keep it in is Stull. Stull. Over for LaCornick. Just out of the reach of Tolliver. East Boston. That pass intercepted by Carvalho. Over for Stull. Good move to get around one. Dumps it in. Off the end boards, going in after it is Traeger. Tolliver, Wilcox, around the boards, Carvalho. Back down and around, it goes over the stick of Wilcox. And East Boston's number 24 will get possession. East Boston cannot clear. BR has it now with Tolliver. Excuse me, that's Ian Carvalho. Carvalho over for number 25. That's Jack Kless. Good move from Kless. Trying to kick it free. Cannot. East Boston gets it as far as center. We're into the final 3 minutes of regulation time. Good move from Ian Carvalho. That's just out of the reach. And let's see who picks up the puck first. It looked like it was going to be Trent Halpin, but East Boston slaps it away. And it's back with Jack Kless. Leaving it for, I believe that is Halpin. Over for Traeger. Halpin going in after it. Around it goes. Trip. Pivot, spins, still has it. Over for Mason Payton. Good intercept by Nate Aducci. Excuse me, that is Halpin. And we have our first penalty of the afternoon with 2 minutes to go in regulation time. And let's see who the penalty is on. It's going to be on BR. It's on Colin Tripp. And Colin Tripp takes a trip. East Boston wins the draw. Watch out, it's a breakaway for Mason Payton. In on shorthanded. Saved by East Boston. And we had a whistle. It looked to be a penalty on East Boston, potentially. Mason Payton wound that thing up and threw a lightning bolt in on the goaltender. And we got a minute to go in regulation time. Face off to the right of the East Boston goaltender. BR gets possession. Off the boards, we're into the final 30 seconds. Tolliver still has it. 20 seconds to go in the game. BR's starting to celebrate. Carvalho. And we got another whistle. That's going to run out the clock. Alex Ergris watches the clock tick. And that's your ball game. Alex Ergris pitches the shutout. And BR wins 10-0. What a rebound for BR. After losing 9-3 against Dartmouth, they come back with a perfect performance against East Boston. Alex Ergris led the charge with about 5 saves in the shutout. And your goal scorers are Will Dre, James Gaylor, Nathan Phillis, Matt Lyden, Brandon Traeger, Trent Halpin, Jack Kless, Paulie Scultrito, Drew Wilcox, and Mason Payton. So your final score from the Bridgewater Ice Arena, Bridgewater 10, East Boston 0. So we will see you for our next game. And as always, thank you for tuning in. And drive home safely. Good night.